Guess maybe I'll rest too, just in case. Well, as I mentioned before, I do hope that I get the good ending, even though Pon's dead. I don't think I will, but you know, spent all this time recruiting all these characters. Give me a solid video game. Do me a solid. Plus formation. Locked. Why would this be the only building open? Alright. Wouldn't shop here if I were you. You'll get cheated. Shut up. If you're getting in the way of my business, get out. Why, welcome. Oh, there we go. Escape talisman. Buy 2 of those. Ooh, here we go. Maybe? Yeah. Oh. Wow, can't go to my old house. Who would dare lock that door? How come we don't have the key? Your own dang house, man. Who is this? How have you been, Tyr? I remember now. You're the one who let us go when we were disguised at the fortress of Kuaba. Yes, and I believe your name was, Tolteheim Rheinbach III. What do you want? Please let us pass. I can't. I'm an Imperial General. The Imperial Army is virtually finished. Please let us through. I owe you one, and would hate to harm you. Even if the Imperial Army is defeated, I cannot betray Emperor Barbarossa. If I, Yide, betray him, who will he have left? Master Tyr, if you insist to go any farther, you will have to do so over my dead body. Do I go all out against this guy? And with the Thunder God. Alright, give me 1,700. That's what I will accept. Alright, I'll take the 15. $500. Guy has a 200 magic stat. He's doing 500 damage. Unbelievable. Good. Took a Fushan Lan man dude. At least he would be doing damage. Man, you need to relax. Damage is wild. I don't know what that does, so I'm not gonna risk it. I have a feeling it's like a damage spell or something like that. It doesn't heal people, and I really need the heal this turn. Oh, I didn't improve weapons. It probably won't be that important, but you know, it's probably like an extra 20 damage that I'm missing out on, sadly. Hey, we got him. Emperor Barbarossa, I shall go ahead. No, this is wrong. Yes, he was wrong. But just as some things can be right and useless at the same time, can't something be wrong and priceless? I don't know what he meant by saying that. Can I actually rest at the inn here? I think it said it was locked, didn't it? Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm getting the heck out of here. Go rest up and then I'll come back. Super tempted actually to get Ulan, whatever his name is. Especially if I'm only going to be doing, you know what, I am going to bring him. Homeboy Slice is only bringing 500 damage to the table. Although, if Fusulan takes a crap ton of... I'll do it. The only downside to this, other than, you know, possibly missing out on elemental weaknesses, is that if Fusulu, if he actually takes a lot of magic damage, it will totally suck. So you guys mentioned that if I get everybody, there should be like a flag or something. But, I guess I am not awarded such luxuries. Han is dead. Flag is on the right side of the castle, like way up high. Shows it in a scene one time when you return to the castle. Oh, okay. Well, not that important then. Just in case, I don't think I actually saved when I went to go rest. I'm gonna go do that real quick. Just be a little paranoid. You'll have to let me know if the ending that I get is the good ending. Because I won't know otherwise. Although, I guess I can say that this definitely was the game that I saw a Let's Play of. There are definitely some, like, I don't remember really anything about the game, but there are some things in this game that I do remember. Like, for example, I remember, like, Crowley's look, and, like, I vaguely remember his name. Did not remember where he was. There's been a couple other characters that I recognize, like, that specific character. Oh, I thought he had a Unite. I was like, hey. Nice. Yeah, sadly or not sadly, I could not remember anything else about the game. Which is probably, you know, a really good thing. Played through it myself. Oh man, can I give one of those axes to Usulu? Or Gremio's axe? That's what I meant to say. I don't know what I was trying to... More of it. Nobody can wear that. Take care of those guys. And just in case any of them don't die, because I still don't know if it's a 100% chance, we'll just, you know, act it out as if it was a regular battle. Definitely using you guys. How are you? Thoughts over here? Prepared for the future? We are going to be wrapping this up. These guys seem pretty weak, so I think I can get away with this. 900. Guys probably don't have that great defense. There's a sneeze coming up. Come on, man. You're always... Everybody... These guys are in heavy armor, and you guys are still missing. ridiculous. Get that talking sword to hit. Ooh. Yeah. I'm not gonna fight you guys. I hope there's no monster gauntlet before the final boss. Because I am burning all my insta-kills on random fights. That's kind of weird. He's just like way over there. There's no shenanigans. Can't even attack the bosses. Hopefully this will instantly kill those guys. Okay, good. Do enough damage to kill him. Nice. Have I tried Ronnie Bell? I have not. There's definitely a lot of characters that I haven't tried. Although I will try to give myself a little bit of credit. I did try a decent chunk of characters. A lot of the time, though, I wasn't able to use or experiment with as many characters as I would have liked because of all the forced characters that the game puts in your party. Like right now. I have two characters that I never ever wanted to use. I liked Victor early on because he had a lot of HP. And then I never wanted to use him ever again. And he's been forced into my party for a lot of these final events. It's been pretty obnoxious. Right, final one. Hopefully we don't run into like 6. Maybe I should have kept that one just in case I get into like a 6 enemy encounter. But oh well. I have single target ones. He has a nice unique rune. Second game is much better about forced characters. Well, that's good. Forced characters are really giving me a hard time in this game. Not because like they're bad necessarily, but because there's so many interesting characters, and you know they just lock out between 1 and 3. And just annoying. I mean, like, a lot of the times, it kind of just perfectly ruins the composition that I want. Like, yeah, I'll run 3 ninjas, and then both my archers, my elf archers, that way I get to run fast, I get to do AoE attacks, or AoE unite attacks, and then really good single target unite attacks. That's the final strategy that I wanted to roll with. And yeah, 108 characters, and you get to pick 3. Pretty much. Maybe I'll hit level 60 by the time I start wrapping up here. Alright, let's start using some of yours. 108 characters, but only 30 useful ones. Most of the 108 are filler, let's be honest. Yeah, there are definitely some questionable ones. Wow. This is what I get for letting Flick run the show. 5 blacksmiths, I mean, come on. It's a lot of blacksmiths. Like, what are you guys doing? I'd definitely give you that one. Like the way to go. Okay, there's nothing. Even Kryn isn't filler. You get screen time in the story, but so many really don't. Kryn for life. He got forced in my party once, and I actually don't remember what happened while he was in it, but it didn't seem like he was bad. Must not have been in my party for very long, because that was a very forgettable moment. Somebody, yeah. Alright, remember when I said that I hoped this wasn't going to be a boss gauntlet? I basically reached the boss gauntlet. Yeah, you gotta put him over the pole vaulting gap where he puts the rope over. I remember. I do remember. Man, I hope they let me rest. Because this is a lot. We're gonna take some damage here. It's probably not best to actually... Probably is actually. Like 200 to 300 damage. And if people actually hit their attacks, unlike that guy, or that guy, you know, he'd be taking less damage right here. Just to let you guys know, those crits do not make up for the lack of hitting on the previous turn. You guys still let me down. Okay, we're gonna try a different strategy here. We're gonna get rid of guys in the back. Just gonna random attack. Man, that guy's just... he doesn't know how to hit something. That turn actually went really well. What the heck is that? I am not going to stick around to find out. Man, has Lu Su Wu hit anything? Can I get this guy's name? Usulu? I don't know. Guy hasn't hit anything in the day in his life, man. There we go. Fusulu. That guy didn't have so much HP. I would have kicked him out a long time ago. Oh my goodness, he hit something. Also, a 600 crit is pretty sick nasty. A power ring. Wow, only Kirkus can wear it? Well, they're all red. Which... okay, yeah. Never mind. It's red because, like a decrease. And that over to tier. The only one that, doesn't let me down. Oh, I thought I got into an encounter right there. A little salty. Oh, I can let them go. Alright. Alright, I don't want to do that yet. Go. Right, something only you can use. We'll take it. Maybe skills like hit percentage. We need a couple heals going on. Alright, no encounters in the entire hallway? Let's go. Oh, we reached the floating garden already. Tyr, commander of the Liberation Army, thank you for coming this far. Look at this garden, a beautiful place full of flowers and bloom. This is the end. This place looks awful, man. It's like all dead and stuff. It is all that remains of my empire. Tyr, I shall protect my empire with my own hands. Dragon King's sword, give me power. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well then. I'm in a horrible spot. That darn Scarlet Moon Empire. Scuffed Luca Blight. Good luck with this one. You remember dying on this boss when you played back then? I was not expecting this. I was like, oh, okay, you know, I'll fight this guy and then Windy will show up and I gotta fight Windy. This feels like legit the final boss. I'm fighting Fusion Dragon from Golden Sun, basically. Alright, Flick. You took a lot of damage. I don't remember seeing how much damage Flick did, but we're gonna keep up his assault. Ooh. It's an AoE heal. I don't really want to waste that. We'll just do a Mega Medicine. The whole Luke character ended up being the most interesting Suikoden character of all time for you. I haven't used them all too much. Basically only one boss fight. Or, well, technically two boss fights, but he seemed like he would be strong, but he didn't end up really being up to snuff. Both times that I used him, unfortunately. I don't know what exactly happened on why that was the case. Once again, I don't think AoE heal is necessary. Hopefully I don't get punished for it. Luke is in every Suikoden. Oh. Even the tactics one? Tear Kiss or Tear Chris or whatever it's called? I'm so glad these guys don't attack once for each head. That's what I was expecting. Oh, that seemed like a heal. I Hope I don't have to kill all the heads at the same time. I have no way to know how much HP they have. He's not in tier crease, as far as you can recall. I'm sure you never played that one. Okay. Like a weird tactics offshoot or something like that. I was wondering if I should add that to the list. It wasn't on sale with the rest of the Suikoden games. So. Oh, I got ahead. Oh, yeah. Or not. Okay, so maybe I do gotta run them down kind of low on all of them on low HP. So we'll work on this one until it starts healing, I guess. Try my best to think of video game mechanics here. Through Final Fantasy VII Remake, we need a Suikoden remake. That would be pretty cool. Ooh. Got some slowdown going over here. Now zoom in. Game did not like that. Okay. Gonna do that. There's an item here on click. I definitely want the Final Fantasy VII remake. That game... I actually have plans to play Final Fantasy VII before Remake comes out. If I follow through on that, who knows, but... uh-oh. But Remake looks like a lot of fun. All right. All right. All right. Well, the good news is I don't need Stallion. The bad news is he wasn't hurting. Like, having him around was not a bad idea. He was still doing the deeps. Okay, so I'm guessing that means I've got the middle one. I can now work on this one. Heal you up. Tier Chris is what you would describe as too much story, let me play the dang game. That's not something you hear every day. Exactly why you never played it. You'll watch for sure. But thank you for the follow, Jarko. Appreciate that. We're probably gonna go with an AoE heal here. Rune. The Rain of Kindness. Fusulu landing the hits when it matters. Yeah, man, he is bringing the ruckus. I'm so proud of him. Wow, that did nothing. Somebody's gonna die. Okay. Ooh, that was 1,000 damage. Okay, he didn't die. Nice. Alright, this other head has to be really close to dying if he's not already gonna die right here. We're gonna go with that again. And some really nice crits. Thoughts on Jowie? Oh yeah, I haven't played 2 yet. I don't know anything about all that. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna try out to see what Mother Ocean does. Hey, it resurrected him. Bring him back up full HP. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Give me them crits. Man, that's like the first revive that I've seen in this entire game. Okay. I'm now kind of at a loss as to what the mechanics are for this fight. Oh. I'm just gonna spread apart the damage here. And Mega Medicine Tier. Oh dear. Spread apart the damage. I don't know if it's like the health pool is shared. I don't know what's going on. Jiaoi's one of the protagonists from 2, basically. Huh. I was actually wondering what like if the protagonist stayed the same or not. So into here. Alright, keep up the heals. Suikoden 2 is your favorite game of all time, with Final Fantasy VII being close behind, and Xenogears at 3. I actually played Xenogears a little bit earlier this year, and that was a great game. That was that was a game. Oh hey, we got one of the little heads. Right. There's probably going to be a fight after this, so we're going to bump you up to full HP. Because this fight wasn't really that difficult, so there's no way that's the final fight. I got Windy to worry about too. Look at that, we even get experience. Whoa. Your Highness. Asim. You've all changed, Your Highness. Or you've changed, Your Highness. Why? We believed in you. Asim, I've missed you, and I miss those days we fought together. You were deceived by that woman, by Windy. Barbarossa, what happened? You lost? The Golden Emperor indeed. And you call yourself the Golden Emperor. For shame. How dare you insult His Highness? Don't be silly. Your Highness. Now it's your turn, Tyr. The Empire, or this Empire, is dead. But I'll still take your soul, Eater. I wanted to read that so bad as, but I'll still take your soul. And then I saw Eater, and I was just like, dang. Give it to me. we got going on here? I guess that's Tio over there. I don't know who's on the left. We got Remio on the right, Ted on top. Why do you reject me, Soul Eater? You control life and death and eat souls. I am your ideal host. Together, let us take revenge on this cursed world. Even you reject me, Soul Eater. Even the most cursed rune refuses me. That's enough, Wendy. Stop it. I thought he was going to stab her. What are you doing? I'll destroy you with my magic. It's no use, Wendy. The rune on my Dragon King sword, the Sovereign rune, is protected against any form of magic, even the rune of the gate. But with the black rune, you were... I lied. What do you plan to do, Barbarossa? I loved you. Liar. You loved my resemblance to Claudia. That's not true. I wanted to erase the sadness that lies hidden deep in your eyes. The sadness of one who cannot accept others. I loved you, but that was a mistake. It was my only mistake, but it cannot be forgiven. Please, stop it, Barbarossa. As a result of my mistake, I lost my empire. Tyr, what kind of land will you create in its stead? Emperor Barbarossa. Emperor. Your Highness. Farewell. You gonna jump off the edge with her? Oh my goodness. The end of the Emperor. Why is there an earthquake? The end of the Empire. I don't think this palace will hold for much longer. We'd better escape. You better not make me walk out of here. Please escape. This place won't hold much longer. Emperor Barbarossa. We'll be following after you very soon. The Emperor. So I guess getting all these guys really doesn't do anything. Wow, they're really gonna make me walk out of here. Those jerks. Wow, they're gonna put me in fights too. You agree that Suikoden 2's story is miles ahead of this one, more complex and in-depth? Still like the first game more, though. Liberation Army, don't let them escape alive. Here, I'll stall them. You go on ahead. Wow, what a horrible idea. It'll be ridiculous, Victor. Tyr, this country still needs you, but me? Once this war is over, I'm useless. Don't worry. I'll be right behind you. Flick, take care of Tyr. Let's go, leader. Let him do what he wants. Anybody feel like dying today? Step forward. I'll fight until my heart stops. Oh boy. Go, Tyr, you must live for Odessa's sake. Alright, so Flick is gonna sacrifice himself too. Fool, be careful. Tyr, you were chosen by Odessa to rebuild this country. Can't let you get killed here, or Odessa will be furious when I see her again up there. Go, Tyr, and fulfill Odessa's dream. Hurry. I can't leave you here, man. I'll be alright. Victor and I will join you later. Alright, man. Stay alive, bruh. It's a bit too early to see Odessa again. Our reunion can wait until I become a better man. Freudian psychology in RPG form with mech battles was Pog. Where's Tyr? He's gone ahead. Now we can fight to our heart's content. You took out all those guys by yourself? Yeah, too bad I have to fight alongside you. No. There's escape this way. We must avenge the Emperor. Let's go, Star Dragon Sword. You sure know how to treat a man. Oh, man. In the name of my sword, Odessa, I won't let you pass. Weekend 1 and 2 are so intertwined story-wise, it's hard to differentiate the two. Yeah, Kylor has been having some difficulties with that. He's like, you know, it might be in this game, but it could be in the second game. So that makes a lot more sense. That they're kind of, you know, tied together in more ways than just the name. Look, we won! We won! The Empire is destroyed. We did it! We did it! Sylvina. Urkus. It has ended at last, Master Tyr. Look, Tengar, we won. We defeated the Empire. Ouch! Don't pull me like that. Oh, sorry. Black is avenged, I guess. Over. Hey, old man, aren't you lucky you got to see all this before kicking the bucket? Stop calling me old man. I should have used those two. They have so much great dialogue. Gremio, the real OG? Gremio is the bomb diggity. I agree. Master Lucan, those voices, have we won? Yes, undoubtedly. I see. Master Lucan, I despise war. I always felt that to take a life of another, for whatever reason, was wrong. And yet I became a military strategist and took many lives. Did I do the right thing? Perhaps I should have remained in that village, fishing in my idle moments until death. Or my death. Master Matthew, the answer to that. Are you asleep now, Master Matthew? May you rest in peace. You have accomplished so much in your life. Paypon, he loves that hoe. Didn't take Drake's. Time to scoot. Did I get all the 108 stars for the secret? I technically got everyone, yeah, as Muriel said, but yeah, Pawn died. So, suppose most people lose Pawn in the first playthrough if blind. Yeah, I didn't use him either, and so he was like level 8 or something. So, yeah. All right, became president of the Tauran Republic. Returns to Korn, live peace. Hearing the victory, he now rests in peace. Disappears with Leknat, leaves Tauran Republic with Futch. Become the commander-in-chief and protects the border. Become commander-in-chief of the Republican Army. Still lives in search of Uber. He lives in relieves the country. Dies protecting Tyr in Sunnier prison. Becomes the first chairman of Tauran Republic's Congress. Wields power as head of the Merchants Guild. Tired of fighting. Continues to protect Tio's mansion. Missing in action in the final battle, of course. Becomes a platoon commander and mediator with the elves. Begins a business, really. By the time war was over, he was gone. Disappears during the final battle, of course. Becomes the lancing instructor of the Republican Army. Leaves the country. Departs the world. Or departs to become the fastest man in the world. Saying his contract was up, he disappears. Was in Kobold for a while, then set off on a journey. Works for rebuilding the village of the elves. Spends his life protecting the graves of Barbarossa. Dies fighting Tio McDole. Sadness. Become the admiral of the Republican Navy. Plans to go into the shipping business and make a bundle. Returns to Kaku and enjoys a carefree life. Goes into business with Anji. Lives by the shores of the lake. Tauran enjoys fishing. Goes into business with Anji. Accepted as a true warrior, he departs on a journey. Follows Hicks on his journey. Named captain of the border guard. Sidonia disappears. Always by LaPonte's side. Spends the remainder of his life in his hometown. Disappears north, saying he found a good business. Sets off on a journey to find the color of freedom. Resumes her career as rune master at Ante. Departs on a journey in search of a worthy opponent. The worthy opponent retires from knighthood. Happily continues to serve as master. Appointed co-commander of the Republican Guard. Becomes the Secretary General of Foreign Republic. Placed in charge of Republic's finances. Sets off to another land to find another adventure. Turns to his fields. Turns to Dragon's Den to coach the junior. Who's the junior? Turns to Klon Temple and resumes his studies. Works for rebuilding the new capital of Gregminster. Lives comfortable with the Garden of Roses. Departs to collect all sounds of the world. Retires from the army. This is 108 characters, man. Opens a clinic. Turns to Klon Temple. Departs with Humphrey on a journey. Turns to the secret hideaway at Rokaku. Dissatisfied with his work, he resumes his studies. Despising the world, he returns to the caverns. Invited to Rokaku. Let's go, Fuma. Becomes master blacksmith. Goes to the village of the dwarves to improve skills. Becomes rich off his inventions. Okay. Forces her way into Taiho's household. All right, Kimberly. Wandering around and having a good time as usual. Named captain of the Torn Republic Patrol Corps. Leads a vigorous life. Turns to Tien, where he continues to build ships. Appointed the Republic's first Chief Justice. Succeeds Leknat as seer. Okay, let's go, Hellion. Becomes the most popular dancer in the Republic. Returns to the Dragon's Den, where she resumes her duties. Still preoccupied with alchemical studies. Starts on a journey to find a bigger trick. Starts to spread the Liberation Army songs. Failed to teleport. She disappears without a trace. Welcome to the restored village of the elves. Returns home and claims his inheritance. Leaves home saying adventure calls. Becomes assistant to Warren. Starts his own business. Okay, Giovanni. Turns to the forest. Goes off to collect material for a biography of Matthew. Appointed martial arts instructor. Lives in a small house with Mina the cat. Lets Moose succeed. And retires. Still loves to gossip. Becomes village chief of Kobold. Working hard to become #1 warrior in Kobold. Still the cook at Marie's Inn. Opens a restaurant specializing in stews. Throws away his scythe and becomes a farmer. He has a scythe? We used him. Asked to design a giant safe for dwarves. That's to work. Enjoys success after opening an honest inn. Yeah, right. Marries her childhood sweetheart, Kirkus. Said to be training for homemaking. Still tossing dice at Kaku. Accepts an offer to design stained glass windows. He never designed any of my windows. Reopens her inn at Gregminster. The ancient castle of Torn is still full of flowers. Working as a maid at Marie's Inn. Keeping busy designing new bathtubs. Gladly accepts an offer to be keeper of Torn Castle. Departs for the sea in search of Edge of the World. Steals Gregminster power. Treasure and vanishes. Finally succeeds in opening his own store. Dropping frames. My goodness.